Nationals Park. We've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the Miami Marlins and the Washington Nationals. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. And pitching in this game, Mackenzie Gore.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Ready to go now? Now it's the second baseman, Luis Arias. And a pitch. Top of the zone for a strike. And away we go this afternoon.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Here's the 0-1. And the slider just misses. There's a swing and a drive. That one back. That's down. One hops off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Here's Tim Anderson. That misses. Ball 1. And here it comes. Right down the chute, and now it's even 1-1. And that's downstairs and outside.
2-1.
And a good eye there.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That one's in there, and it's 3-2.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Payoff pitch. Line drive. Nice grab.
The first baseman, number 9.
Okay, let's check out the lineup. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
Boog, if they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away. Jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. Rosario makes the ground. 2 away now.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Now the third baseman, Jake Berger. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. First pitch just misses.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
Man at second. Swing and a pop-up. Senzel gets under it. Brings it in for the third out. Marlins leave 1. And now the Nats get their first opportunity. There's no score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. And on the hill here today, Jesus Luzardo.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
The line to kick the pitch. On the ground to third. Zips it to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. As we take a look at the Nationals lineup. Here's Lane Thomas. In the air, right field. Sanchez snags it for the second out.
Batting third, the first baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Joey Gallo. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to
swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there. Out of here. A gigantic blast. And that gives him a lead. It's 1-0.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Base is empty with 2 away. Joey Meneses digs in now. First offering, and it just misses.
Ball 1, no strike.
The wind and the pitch. Inside, just missed. Luzardo maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
And now 3-1. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. 1 in the inning for the Nationals on the solo homer. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. Back in Washington, D.C. Top of the second. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
The pitch.
Ball. Counts 1-0.
There's a strike. Darryl Parker assigned to umpiring duty behind home plate.
And Boog, with DP, it's sort of a coin flip on those borderline corner pitches. Doesn't really favor one side of the plate more than the other. Sometimes you get a little extra the plate, and sometimes you won't. It does seem like he evens it out over the course of a game, though.
Down.
And that's in the dirt. Left-hand hitter waits.
I got 3-2.
Out towards right center field. Robles sizes this one up, and it's caught for the out.
That is good. The left fielder.
And at the plate for Miami, Brian De La Cruz. De La Cruz measures 6 feet 2 inches, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
Ball, that's
and the first pitch misses for ball 1. Sliced hard but foul. One down, base is empty. That's ripped. Base hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
One gone, runner at first. And now for the Marlins, Jesus Sanchez. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. De La Cruz, the base runner at first with one out. Ground ball left side. Off balance feed. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Avisail Garcia up to the plate.
Avisail Garcia.
That one finds the zone. 0-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
2 outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
The 0-2.
Nope, that's foul.
And down on strikes he goes. That's out number 3. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Nationals 1 and the Marlins 0. Back here in Nationals Park, here's Eddie Rosario.
The left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
And a pitch. And a foul ball. That one ripped. And no one can get there. Around first, heading for 2. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. And that's outside. No outs. Runner on second. Foul ball there. The 1-1. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Rosario rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bomb with so many positives that led to that knock.
And now it's Luis Garcia. And that one upstairs. One on, nobody out, a run in, bottom half of inning number 2. Out to short, into the outfield, base hit. Throw back in quickly, first and second now with nobody out.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now it's Nick Senzel. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball, and he can't come up with it. No throw, that's an error, and everyone is safe.
I think he just rushed that one. Great chance to turn two, and as an infielder on a play like that, I think guys can get a little excited and forget to make the play one step at a time. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get none.
Here's Victor Robles. Golden opportunity right here. That's in there. That's strike 1. The pitch. And there's a strike.
You need a strikeout. You need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some.
Got him looking. And that is a big first out.
Well, he froze him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
And fouled off.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Got him! Huge strikeout there.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And now Lane Thomas flied to right his first time. Just missed. And the 1-0.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
And the inning is over. Well, they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Nick Fortes. As the lefty gets to work. That one at the knees for a strike.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Swing and a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So the batting order turns over. Luis Arraez stands in. Led this game off with a double, but they weren't able to drive him in. That misses the zone. 1-0. Kicks and fires. The Nationals leading by 2. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That just misses, and it's 2-1.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
The next offering misses. 3 balls and a strike. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, now he's got 2 runners on after that walk, and things can get out of hand in a hurry in these situations, so he's going to have to find a way to get back into the strike zone.
Tim Anderson, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 1 so far. Fastball for a strike. Fortes at second. Arise on at first with nobody out. On the outside corner, 0-2.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Senzel. There's one.
Out.
Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
Here's Josh Bell. He's 0 for 1. On the corner for a strike.
0-1's the count.
And it's even up. 2 outs with a runner at third. Next offering is in for a strike. The pitch. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Set for the bottom of the
Leading
third,
up for
and
the
now it's
Nationals,
Joey Gallo.
The first baseman, Joey Gallo.
Luzardo back to work. On the inside corner for a strike. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Wouldn't chase that time.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. On the run, throw to first, and they take care of Gallo for the out.
Next to the Nationals, the designated hitter, Joey.
Next is the designated hitter, Joey Meneses. Struck out looking at his first at bat. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
0-1.
That was straight queso right there.
And now the
that's
count
out.
is even. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Out on the drop third strike, 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 8, Eddie.
2 outs, base is empty.
Rosario.
Up now for Washington, Eddie Rosario. A double and a run scored his first time up. That one's in there, 0-1. Two down, nobody on.
Ball 1.
Started to swing, held up.
Really good check swing right there. So difficult to hold off on the slider from a same side thrower. Very difficult to pick up the release point.
Next offering is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. On to inning number 4. It's the Nationals 2 and the Marlins nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jake Berger. And the pitch. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double in the 4th.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
Jazz Chisholm Jr., the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Fouls one off out of play back to our left. And it's second. That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. Kicks and deals.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And now 2-2.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. The pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The pitch. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2-2 now. To third, Senzel. That was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's the left fielder, Brian De La Cruz. Splits the plate, and it's 0-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Just missed.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Next offering is in for a strike. Berger over at second, 1 down. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And 2 away now.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Pitch is in there. Strike 1. Man on second, 2 down. Swinging a foul straight back. just outside. Going to count 1-2.
It's a good take.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. On now to the bottom of the fourth. It's the Nationals 2 and the Marlins nothing. And we're back.
Leading
Bottom of the
off for
fourth.
the
And now the
Nationals,
switch hitting catcher,
the catcher,
Keibert Ruiz. The wind of the pitch. And that one cutting but missing down low. Way outside. And the count is 2-0. And strike one to the catcher.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And delivers outside.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Second baseman.
So digging in, Luis Garcia. And he's already singled in this game. Just missed.
Well, these Nats doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Next to hit for the Nats, Nick Senzel. He's 0 for 1. And a foul ball left side. Man at first, one away. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And it'll be runners at second and third, only one away.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
One down. And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Second and third, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on the changeup.
The batter, number 5.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Just off the outside edge. And that is ball one. Just missed. Left-hand batter waits. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. At the belt and fires. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
2-2 now.
Ruiz at third. Senzel on at second with 2 down. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Ready now for the 5th inning. Leading off, Avisail Garcia. Garcia, a former All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club. He's usually in right field, but today he's getting the DH treatment. And Garcia gets a piece.
Well, a nice day off for him, not having to jog out to the outfield. Gets to be in the DH spot. Be curious to see how he keeps himself in a rhythm, not playing defense.
Off the mark there. Now 1-2. And there's a ball. And another ball.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
And he deals. Good job to fight that one off.
Now there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Three-two now. Ripped on a line. Base hit. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit.
The catcher, number 4,
Nick Fortes, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Check swing. He went. And that's strike 1.
You know, these Marlins, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far, and that's something they should feel very good about. Speaking of those line drives, you can't get too discouraged when they don't drop in for you. It's important to remember that you pretty much did everything right, and that's just baseball sometimes. Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Back to the top of the Miami order, Luis Arias, the next up for the Marlins. Ball 1, no strikes. Activity in the bullpen. Jose Ferrer looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Weems warming up as well. Line to left. And he makes the catch.
the batter, number 7, shortstop, Tim Anderson.
So 2 down now, and here is Tim Anderson. And that's a little bit high, and that's ball 1. Out to short. They take the force out. That ends the frame. 1 left for Miami, and they're down 2-0. Back here in Nationals Park, down the number 2 hitter, Lane Thomas.
Lane Thomas.
The wind of the pitch. And that's outside. Ball 1. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Here comes a pitch. And another ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
No, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
And a pitch. In the air, center field. Chisholm makes the grab for the second out.
The batter, the designated hitter.
2 outs, base is empty. Joey Meneses digging in for the Nationals. That's in for a strike. Good eye right there. And here it comes. Up the middle, finds its way through, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Now the left fielder, Eddie Rosario, 1 for 2. Pitch is in for a strike, 0-1. And a good eye there. Meneses leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
2 strikes.
To the right side, diving stop at first, and very nicely done for the out.
Excellent stop right there. He wants to take it himself, waves the pitcher off, and continues to run into the dugout.
Back in Washington, D.C., top of the 6th inning. Josh Bell at the plate now.
Josh Bell.
As the lefty gets to work, off the plate inside, ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, this guy on the mound's done a lot better than we would have expected, and the hitters just don't seem to have the right game plan. They're taking too many mistake pitches for called strikes.
Next offering in there for a strike. 1 and 2.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And that's off the inside edge. Now 2 and 2. Hammered, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Throw back in, holds him at first, so just a single.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jake Berger. On a line. Puts it away for the out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
0-2 now. Got him looking. Now 2 away.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
And up next for Miami, Brian De La Cruz. There's a strike up high. 0-1.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
With the tying run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th. That missed inside. And the count even 1-1. Activity in the Washington bullpen. Hunter Harvey up and loosening in the pen. Rainey also throwing. And now the lefty missed with a changeup, and it's 2-1. And that's a strike.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to get a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Nationals 2 and the Marlins nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. And now up for Washington, Hebert Ruiz. Luzardo back to work. He swings and fouls one off. And the lefty with the 0-1. That one missed. Not even close there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And that's in the dirt. And the count's full. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. Just a simple soft liner in the center field for the knock right there. Maybe a little bit fooled by the pitch, but he did a good job of staying through it, and that allowed him to fight it off and just get enough behind it.
Garcia in the box again, takes a strike. Ruiz gets his lead at first, nobody out. Base hit, center field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Up next for Washington, the third
Here comes
baseman.
the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jesus Luzardo done for the afternoon, and it wasn't his best start, but he kept them in it to this point, and will come back with a new arm. So they turn things over to the righty, number 53.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Nick Senzel digging in for the Nationals.
Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed out on a home run.
In for a strike, and it's 0-1. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed or way.
That one not close. 1-2 to count.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
The 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. First and second, no outs here in the bottom of the 6th. And a weak ground ball to the left side. To second, there's one, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
Hey, they played the matchup right there. Worked out perfectly. Got the ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Victor Robles digging in for the Nationals. They're 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Outside, and it's 1-0. Right-handed reliever.
Hey!
Strike 2. Runner at third, 2 away. Righty to the plate. Wouldn't chase that time. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. Inning over. So one left for Washington as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. All set for the start of the inning. And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. The pitch. That's way outside. 1-0. Kicks and fires. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Gallo settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one down.
That hanging breaking ball looks so juicy to the hitter, and nothing more frustrating when you miss that pitch and you pop out. He's going to have to think about that till his next at bat. This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound. Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
One down, base is empty.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong and their timing's off.
And Garcia gets a piece.
99 pitches, about to throw his 100th here in the 7th inning. This is where you really start looking for any signs of fatigue.
Chopped left side, and he grabs it foul. One out, base is empty. Softly hit to third. Senzel sends it to first. Garcia gone on the play.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
And now for the Marlins, Nick Fortes. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
2 down, nobody on. Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. And he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. And the Marlins down quietly. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ryan Wetters gets the call from the pen.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
So the Nats lineup turns over. Now it's the shortstop, C.J. Abrams.
C.J. Abrams.
And a pitch. Slider misses outside. And it's fouled away. The wind and the pitch. The
That's
shortstop
ball two.
takes the ball. Fly ball down the line, sizing this one up. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Now it's the right fielder, Lane Thomas. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. In the air, right side. Sanchez brings it in. 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Joey.
That
Count
misses,
1-0.
and that is ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Andrew Nardi getting loose out there. Bender getting loose as well. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-1.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And that's in for a strike.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. And that one is inside.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And that extends the inning.
Showed some really nice patience in that at-bat. Worked himself into a good count. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Meneses stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. The pitch. There's the strike. 95 of that one. Gallo off of first with 2 away. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
And another ball. Two outs. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. Gallo around second. Around third. The relay to the plate. He's safe.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Man at second here with 2 away. Eddie Rosario, the next to hit. 1 for 3. That misses, and that's ball 1. Weathers fires. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Man at second. And now it's filled up. Hebert Ruiz in the on-deck circle. Payoff pitch. On the ground. And that's just foul. Runner at second, 2 down. Struck him out looking. 1 for the Nationals on this RBI double. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Hunter Harvey.
Hunter Harvey.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the second baseman, Luis Arias.
Luis Arias.
And the pitch. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Nabs it, and there's 1 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
And now the shortstop, Tim Anderson. First pitch misses. Harvey, in his 5th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. That's off the mark. 2-0. Fought off foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And now 2-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 8th. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Garcia makes the grab, and there are 2 down.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Next is switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. Foul ball. Yo one. Way high. And a foul ball. Slider misses outside. Gets a piece and stays alive. down on strikes. Marlins set down in order. Nothing doing for the Marlins. Still down 3-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Anthony Bender.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And it's the catcher for the Nationals, Hebert Ruiz. The line to kick the pitch. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Righty delivers. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Not close with that one. 2-2. And the right-hander deals. Liner, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now back, second baseman.
So up next, Luis Garcia. And that one's a little bit low, and it's 1-0. Ruiz aboard here at first with nobody out. Next offering misses, and that's ball 2. Miami's bullpen with some action. Number 62 appears to be getting loose. Nardi also getting ready. And that one a little below the knees, and that's ball 3. And that one off the inside edge. You walked him.
Base knock and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
And the batter now, Nick Senzel. Right through there for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue finish off this hitter.
The 0-1.
Ball, down.
No outs, runners at first and second. Way outside, and a count 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 2-1. Slider for a strike. Right-hander kicks, deals. Base hit. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
So digging in, Victor Robles. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
All loaded up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. The pitch. Hard ground ball, base knock. One runs in. Runner held at third, and they'll be loaded again with nobody out.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So the lineup flips over. C.J. Abrams digging in for the Nationals. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Bases loaded, nobody out. The shortstop takes the ball.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Ground ball could be 2. Anderson to second, and a run scores on the double play.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
Righty reliever out of the pen, number 62.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Lane Thomas digging in for the Nationals. 0 for 4. 3 flyouts and a strikeout. And that one fouled off. Two outs. Bounce to third. Tosses to first. They limit the damage here. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Through 8 full, it's the Nationals 5 and the Marlins nothing. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jordan Weems.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jake Berger. Here comes a pitch. And first offering is fouled off. And that's too high.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
And he deals. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Chisholm, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. That one way inside. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top of the 9th. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Senzel makes the catch, and there's 2 away. So they're down to their final out. And at the plate for Miami, Brian De La Cruz. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
That's a strike. One strike away. Going 2 now.
0-1.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Lifted to left, and that should do it. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Nationals use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.